Okay. So hello guys. This is a follow-up call that we are having regarding the community and communications teams in Dega. And the focus of this call is that we are going to talk about like the high-level model that we are creating in terms of community growth for the Dega community, right? So I will basically jump into a presentation that I will show, so we can have a clear idea of what are the key elements of growth for Web3, and also what are the specific tactical spaces that we are going to focus in order to generate the growth of the community over time, um, with everything data-wise, right? So what I'm going to do is I will share my screen. Uh, yes. Um, can you guys confirm that you're seeing, you're watching my screen?
Yeah, I'm watching it.
Okay, perfect. So I'm sorry, Richie, you said something?
All good.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, like what I'm going to explain very briefly is like the process from like how a person goes through the phase of interest to holding in Web3, right? And what we have to understand in the high level is like that Web3 or decentralized systems and everything related to this, when we talk about growth, it happens roughly in three main stages, right? The first stage is not that different from Web 2, right? In which we have to focus in building a relevant product. And I hear say like that with not pretense decentralization is in the case of Dega, we are building blockchain infrastructure for gaming and the metaverse, and that infrastructure has to work. It has to be a valuable product with a value proposition that actually fixes the problems that our gaming studios and metaverses have, right? In parallel of that, we have to start building a thriving community, which means building, yeah, like people that follow the same mission and that believe the same principles and values that we have, until eventually the highest aspiration of Web3 growth is that to give ownership to the community, right? In which we can have the governance processes to the community in order to prioritize based on the interest of the community overall, right? So this is like the high level process. The challenge right here is not only stage one, but mainly in terms of stage two, because fundamentally stage two is the like this different subject that most of Web2 companies don't understand, don't have, and they don't aspire to accomplish because they don't understand the relevance and the importance of the community in terms of a solution or a product or a mission to grow. And we are going to focus on how to build a thriving community, right? And the first thing that I want to say right here is that uh, in Web3, paid ads in Web3 are basically bullshit, right? So we are like by choice deciding not to do paid ads, like which is basically what happened in I don't know 99% of the marketing teams around the world, which they go to social media and different places to invest based on some conversions. This doesn't work, doesn't make sense in crypto or in blockchain or in whatever, in Web3. Why? Because the audiences don't find the products, the solutions, and the conversion doesn't exist based on ads. They're highly inefficient. They don't work for this. They're not the way you follow to join a community. Instead of this, what we are focusing is into a process. And this process is what we call the Web3 funnel, right? In which, as you can see, behaves as a funnel because it closes once you get further and further and further deeper in the process. In here, we have a catalog of audiences from cold audiences that are people that just have interests and they don't have like an actual connection with the communities, the company, the organization, the sites. Then we have warm audiences that are the people and the audiences that have interaction with at least one of the data properties, right? And then we have the hot audiences, right? Which are basically what we call this community that goes from active participation, right? They get involved into the channels, everything else, into becoming eventually some of them holders, right? And the objective of the funnel is that everything that we do community-wise aims to take people from being a cold audience into being a hot audiences, aka a community member with active participation, and this can mean holding, right? And this is basically the funnel. In this sense, what we are focusing right now in Dega is that the community team is focusing on in building the stages, the infrastructure, the sites, and everything we like, and all the community properties in order for people to join. So basically, what we're doing right now is building the digital properties of data in order for what? For people to be able to pass through this funnel into eventually becoming a holder, right? And the key thing that we have to understand about this is how do we answer the question of how do we get people into Dega? How do we get people into joining the Dega community? And what are like the three, four actions or like uh, main tactical areas that we are going to activate in order to get people to join us? And this is what we are going to start doing with the call audiences. In this case, instead of ads, but we're not doing that. We're going to focus on ambassadors, from which we are going to have an ambassador program, right? Specifically for content generators in video, like of course in to write blogs, to translators and moderators. We also are going to activate media, and this media is going to be focused on generating articles about data, the technology, of the things that we are doing. Also, content uh, from a content calendar and from content that we are also going to generate ourselves regarding the most important questions about blockchain gaming, the growth of the Web3 community, our values, and everything else, and also communication and public relationships, right? Which basically means that we are going to be part of the crypto and Web3 community, giving value to other people through podcasts, interviews, and other things, in order for them to get to know us better and join our community if they share what we believe. When this is happening, and when we have this in place, what is going to happen is that people are going to share and show some interest, and they are going to interact with our properties. The properties from Twitter, from our mail list, from our events, from our different like public events, collabs, and partners that we are going to have. And eventually, some of them are going to convert and have this conversion rate into our community, or what we call the active community, which is going to be in Discord. They are going to have some active roles in the community. They are going to be able to join exclusive events, and they can be like really established relationships through partnerships to get in contact with Dega and to be part of Dega and to be basically this like that the core and the soul of Dega. Eventually, and this is going to happen on demand, right, based on specific targeted events that we are going to have. We are going to have some NFT sales, token releases, and stuff like that, in which we are going to use some mass marketing and networks like scenarios and techniques in order to generate a little bit of hype in the market. But because we already built a community that supports and that believes and that had joined everything that we do with Dega. And that way we are going to have the holders, which is like the people that not only truly believe in Dega, but they are part of Dega as co-participants of everything that we are doing right here. This is the general process that we are following to do this. In here, with the community sites that are going to allow us to receive you guys, receive all the people that are going to join the community, and these actions as the, let's say, like the lead generators or the people generators that are going to join and send this traffic and interest of people into our community sites. This is the general funnel that we are following, and this is something that will evolve a little bit over the time, but this is what we are working on, right? And we want you to be aware of it, be aware of the principles behind this model, and that you can be part and understand the key positions that are going to be open in the future in Dega as community members, as ambassadors, and different things. These positions are based on these key tactical areas that I'm showing right now. We're going to have positions regarding ambassadors to join data in terms of community growth, in terms of content, in terms of PR and media, partnerships, and of course, as I said, mass marketing. And this is important for you guys to know it and understand it because what we believe is that if you're watching this, right, if you see this and this makes sense to you, uh, it is never too early to get in contact with us, with our team, to join and to start working and collaborating uh, for this mission. So we want to make very clear all the process of community growth because the way this is able to grow if people like you people that are like-minded of this concept, of this idea, this mission, this process, joins the team to acquire and to accomplish these ambitious goals that we have to get this blockchain infrastructure to the world and to the gaming industry and metaverses and stuff like that. So right here, you can have a clear idea of the key tactical areas and positions. And if you want to understand this in a more specific way in terms of key roles that are going to be open in the next months in Dega in terms of growth, there are key growth positions that you have to be aware of, from data analysis to communications to community management and engagement, of course, media, content, which is very relevant, and business development. These positions are going to be opened like uh, like in a very steady way, based on growth, based on milestones that we are going to acquire and to accomplish. But it's very important that you, if you have skills or you want to collaborate in any of these positions, any of these roles, uh, as I said, it's never too early to get in contact with us and to get to know the community team, get to know all teams of Vega in order to for you to uh, just introduce yourself and start to getting to know about the company, the organization, the things that we are doing, and start collaborating in this amazing growth projects that we are having right now and that we are going to have way more into the future. So yeah, this is what I wanted to share with you guys. Again, if you find this valuable, if you're interested in to joining any of these areas of Dega, or if you just want to introduce yourself because you care about blockchain gaming, care about gaming, crypto, and all this scene, please get in contact because that's basically the reason why we are doing this, to share our process, to share our beliefs, and for you to connect and get to know Dega and be part of the process of building this amazing organization. So take care, guys, and see you next time.